Let's see if I have time to get this in. Yeah, that's the miasma Wayback Machine. It sort of goes like this when we think of treaties, which are contracts, which are agreements. Yeah. So there's a guy who's quite a celebrity. His name is Judge Simpson in the state of Michigan. And yesterday I watched him hear a case that had to do with a tenant and, if you will, the property owner, the property management people. And the way this case was going down and the way that the judge heard the case and told the plaintiff, I'm not going to write an order that's going to compel this lady that has a new dog. I'm not going to write an order as an order giver. I'm not going to order this lady to comply with what you want, which is the property manager, for her to comply, because that's called compelled performance, which means it's not a part of the original contract. And if it's not a part of the original contract, then it doesn't exist. The original template, which is honorable, because that's what love is. Love is the honor to give away energy, which is what love is. That means that a parasite is never going to admit to its crime and its responsibility for what it is. That's abortion commits to quarantine. That's what we're dealing with. Okay? So in 1992, I wrote a letter to the IRS. And I said, you need to produce the original contract upon which you're ordering me, my energy, my electrons, to pay you as a transactional state of awareness, to give you my electrons because you're a parasite. Because I am giving you 30 days to produce the original contract, which is our template, in which the facilitation of a treaty said that I am compelled to perform as an order in order to obey you, because you're a parasite. So you know that the parasite is never going to honor its treaty, nor is it ever going to honor what I just wrote. And the proof of that was I get a knock on the door by 2 IRS agents. I wasn't there. Okay? Which means you need to produce the contract, and it doesn't exist. And they know that, because that's a psychopathic liar. So they're not about to admit to the crimes that they commit by stealing electrons. You're not going to be able to bring artificial intelligence into one of their own courtrooms. And even if you went to the International Criminal Court, you're not going to get restoration, and you're not going to get restitution out of something that is a parasite, that is a vampire. Because it will never admit to its crimes. Now we're back to Neo. It's your fault, Neo. That's the blame game. That's the quarantine. Okay? So that's why when you are an eternal gifter of electrons, it's just like I told Aaron, even though Aaron got over $5,000, the way that allocation numbers are translated as electrons that are stolen out of solar batteries, an eternal solar battery, an eternal sun power, you're not ever going to get it back. So don't even bother. Because that's what an eternal sun is. It's a gifter, which is forgiveness. So I told Aaron one day, I said, listen, Aaron, I hope that you understand that every electron that I'm giving you in the form of what you see as numbers with a $sign on it, that's a gift. That is a gift. Because I don't hold one electron captive, so it's yours. And you can do whatever you want with it. That's your choice. That's the choice that you have to live with, being who you are. So they're yours. I've already forgiven you, Aaron. Right now I'm back to being 4 years of age, and I've already forgiven all, so that I don't experience, right? I don't hold on to one electron. I'm not going to hold on to that, which means I'm not going to hold that in memory. That's the miasma. burning it off, burning it off, burning it off, burning it off. It's all good. It's okay. That's why I cry so much. That's what happens when something falls. I experience the loss of that energy in me, that I experience the loss in them. And I'm not supposed to experience that. That's why it's so painful. As a result of what happened. That's why we're all here. Is to restore the electrical power. Right? And that's why we're so sensitive. Right? Oh, I felt that. I felt that. I'm feeling that too. Thank you all for being here. Unse, Esta, Kale, Zale, Amorea, Amorea, Kundares, Aya, Muave, Kamalati.